So we'll just get started. If anybody does come in, I'll just welcome them and get started, but we'll just begin anyway. So just taking a few moments just at the start of class, just coming away from your morning, beginning to draw your attention inwards. And start to just notice your breath. And allow the breath just to deepen naturally. Just allowing the breath just to move in and out through your nose. And then just as your breath starts to smooth out, just noticing your body, just how it feels this morning. Try and allow the body to relax as much as you can. So through your head and your neck, along your shoulders and down your arms, through your spine to your hips, and through your legs and feet. Just allow the body to feel heavy and relaxed. And then just as your body relaxes, just start to notice how you feel. Just allowing any thoughts that you have just to come and to go. If you do get caught up in any thoughts, try and just use your breath and direct yourself back to your practice. So in this week's classes, I thought we'd do a little gratitude practice. So just with everything that is going on, it's quite easy to forget to be grateful. So I'm going to invite you today just to think about what you're grateful for and just to appreciate all that we do have. Just consciously taking note of what you're grateful for and going out of your way to thank people in your life can improve your mental and your physical health. So you could maybe try just committing to a daily gratitude practice for a week or a month and just see how it makes you feel. Another thing you can do is to buy or just an old notebook would do, but just to create a gratitude journal. So you just kind of write down the things you're thankful for, and then you can look back at it and read it and see how that makes you feel as well. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll just start to move a little bit. So you can start just by moving your fingers and your toes a little. Maybe bending your knees now, drawing your knees towards your chest. And just take the hands just on top of your shins or your knees and start to circle your knees around in one direction. So just loosening off through your hips. Keep the breath just long and smooth in and out through your nose. And then just change direction just in your own time. And start to feel your back on the ground here. So feel it each side of your back, each side of your hips as you move round. And then draw the knees towards your chest. And we're going to take the hands just behind the back of your thighs. So you can either just push yourself up to sitting, or you can maybe take one or two just rolls through your spine. Again, just feeling the back on the ground. And then just when you're ready, make your way up to sitting. So when you come in, we're just going to sit in Sukhasana today. So you could sit on a block or a blanket or something if you'd like. If it's not comfortable, then just change your position. We're just going to do a little bit of Ujjayi breath to start with today. So you can just take your hands, maybe palm down, just on your knees, relax your shoulders down your back. And lengthen through your spine a little bit, so create a little bit of space for the breath moving in. And start just to breathe in and out through your nose deeply. So the Ujjayi breath is the breath that we use in our asana practice. So it can sometimes help us to either focus on what we're doing. It can also help us to kind of make it a little bit more flowing. So we create a little constriction at the back of your throat, so your breath becomes quite thick. You can try this maybe with the mouth open first. So just inhaling, just try and create that little constriction. And then exhale. And do that again. So when you exhale, try and make the sound kind of ha, just a ha sound as you exhale. So again, inhale and exhale. You can keep the mouth slightly open. You can imagine when you're exhaling that you're kind of trying to fog up a mirror. So you're trying to kind of blow out through your mouth. And then once you've done it a few times like that, you can maybe then start to close the mouth and breathe in and out through your nose, but still trying to create that heavy sound at the back of your throat. So the breath has a little bit of texture. And a little bit of sound. And then we're going to start to move just using that breath. So when you're ready, as you inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. And on the exhale, press your palms together, draw the palms down towards your heart. So do that again, so inhale, reaching up. And exhale, press the palms together as you come down. Do that one more time, so keeping that Ujjayi breath as you do it. This time, as you inhale, you're going to take your right hand to the floor beside you, so just on your inhale. And then on your exhale, reach up and over with the left arm. So as you inhale, bring your left hand down towards the ground. And on the exhale, reach up and over through your right arm. So just moving through that now. So again, on the inhale, right hand down. And on the exhale, left arm up and over. Still pressing down through your sit bones. Again, inhale, left arm down. And exhale, up and over. And try and move slowly and use your breath to help you. On your next inhale, if you move back into the center, and we're going to take the arms out, palms facing up. Have a little bend in your elbows here. Drop the shoulders down your back and just hold this position. So again, you could close your eyes down if you want. And just inhaling and exhaling in that Ujjayi breath. Start to feel a little bit of heat in the shoulders and the arms. And start to, again, draw your attention inwards a little bit and maybe create an intention here. So just for your practice, and it could be a gratitude intention. And you can do lots of things with this. You can be grateful for each breath you take. You could, when you're in an asana, instead of counting your breaths, you could count your blessings if you want to. Start to feel the arms and be aware of them. We'll take one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, we're just going to rotate round. So we can release the arms down as you do that. So taking your left hand onto your knee, right hand, fingertips behind you. Just lengthen your spine. And feel the blood rushing from your shoulders down your arms. Be grateful for that. And then we'll change. So inhale, and then on the exhale, we'll just rotate round the other way. So just coming into just a light twist here. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. This time we're just going to move to all fours. So you can come back to the center and remove any blocks you have, and then just make your way round to an all fours position. So just taking your time coming in. Spread your hands, knees underneath your hips. And maybe start to move through cat-cow here. So again, just on your inhale, drop your belly and pull the chest forwards. And then on the exhale, just rounding in. So draw the belly in, push the mat away from you. So do that again. So inhale, drop the belly and draw the heart forwards. And on the exhale, rounding in. So do that a few more times. Again, just feeling the muscles of the back warming up. The front of the body stretching a little bit more. And you could just let your intention be just to appreciate every moment that you have on the mat, and also off the mat, if that helps with your practice. Okay, just on your next inhale, we'll just move back towards the center, coming into a more neutral position, but do draw your belly in. And then on your inhale, we're going to extend your right leg behind you. We'll have the toes on the ground here, and you're going to press the heel away. So just stretching through the muscles of your calf. Push up and out of your shoulders a little bit and draw the belly up and in. And then as you inhale, we're going to lift the leg up. So just to level with your hip. And we're going to tap the foot down towards the side. So you're coming out towards the right. And then lift it back up and then lower it down just underneath that left leg. So lift it up, move it over, and lift it up and take it down. So again, try and keep the belly pulled in as you do that. Warming up a little bit through the core as we move through the leg. And warming up a little bit through the hip as well. Excellent. We'll just do that a couple more times. So try and keep the hips as still as you can. And one more time. And then when you're ready, lift that leg up. So you can either hold it there or you could stretch through your fingers now in the opposite hand. Again, spread the fingers and really push up and out of that left shoulder, up the right shoulder a little bit. Okay, take one more deep inhale, and we'll release the hand and the knee down towards the ground. So when you come back in, we'll just change sides here. So if you extend through your left leg, so left toes on the ground, pressing gently through your left heel. So again, just stretching the muscles of your calf. Try and draw the belly in a little bit. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, just lift the leg up. So again, level with your hip. So we're going out to the left this time. So move to the left, maybe tap it down. And again, you could keep the foot on the ground, just move it out to the side if you don't want to lift it up. Try and keep as level as you can with your hips, as level as you can with your arms, so we're not leaning to one side. And draw the belly in. Well done. We'll do one more of these. And then just when you're ready, we'll lift the leg back up again. So you could stay here or stretch through that opposite arm now. And stretch from your fingers all the way down towards that heel so you feel the body lengthening. Push up and out of the left shoulder. Well done. One more deep inhale. And then slowly release the hand and the knee down towards the ground. Okay, from here, we're going to tuck the toes under. So we'll lift the hips to downward facing dog. So when you come up again, make any changes that you need to the position and then maybe start to pedal your feet out. Maybe again, do it quite slowly. So you could just bend your right leg. Take a breath or two. And then bend through your left leg. So again, just work where it feels right. If you want to work a little bit faster than that, then you can pedal your feet, you can move your hips. Do push up and out of your shoulders and draw your belly in. Okay, from there, on an inhale, we'll lift the heels up. We're just going to walk your feet towards your hands, just unplugging the hands as you get there. And then from here, on an inhale, we'll lengthen forwards. So stretching through your spine. And then on the exhale, just folding back in. On the inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, palms meet the heart. So again, inhale, reaching back up with the arms. As you exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. On the inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, we're going to step back with your right leg. So we're coming into this low runner's lunge. You could always lower the back knee if you'd like. You don't have to have it lifted. And use blocks underneath your hands if they will help you here. So you could have blocks underneath the hands. And then just when you're ready, as you inhale, we're just going to straighten your front leg a little. So not fully straighten, but just straighten it a little bit. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend the front leg. So again, you could do this with the back knee down. So you're just straightening and bending. Again, slowly. And exhale, bend. And we'll do that one more time. So again, inhale, just straighten that leg. And on the exhale, re-bend it. Again, staying here, we're going to take your right hand to the ground. And your left hand can either go on your left knee or you could reach up through that left arm. So just coming in for a little bit of a twist. So try and think about drawing the inner thighs together, drawing the belly up and in. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then release both hands to the ground. And this time you will flatten the back leg, so you can put the knee down. You can also keep the toes tucked here if you want. Again, that will give you a little bit more of a stretch through the back of that leg, just through your calf. And then as you inhale, we'll reach up with the arms. Again, you can take your hands to your knees if you want. Now we're going to come in for Garudasana arms here. So your right arm is just going to go underneath the left. And again, you might just take hold of your shoulders. That might be enough. Or otherwise, maybe take that right hand to the bottom of your left elbow. Or come in for the wrap. So whatever you feel like taking hold of. Maybe lift your elbows just gently, just a little. Again, working through the legs strongly. Drawing the inner thighs in, pulling the belly in. I'm feeling grateful for your shoulders. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. Slowly release the arms and reach them up just for a breath. And then when you're ready, release the hands down towards the ground. So if you've not got your toes tucked on the back leg, if you do that now, lift the knee off the ground and we'll step back to plank. From here, lower your knees, bend your elbows and lower the chin and the chest down. As you inhale, coming up, just a little cobra. And then on the exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So just taking your time to come back into it. Maybe pedal your feet out a little bit. Maybe move your hips a little bit. Okay, when you're ready, we'll lift the heels on an inhale. And again, either step or walk up towards the top of your mat. So just taking your time. On the inhale here, lengthening forwards. And on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, bring the palms to your heart with gratitude. Okay, inhale, reach back up with the arms. And on the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. So on the inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step back with your left leg. So again, we're going to stay in this runner's lunge. Grab some blocks if you feel they would help you. Or come up onto your fingertips if that helps. When you're ready, as you inhale again, we'll straighten the front leg a little. On the exhale, rebend it. And always lower the back knee if that will help you more. So again, inhale, straighten the front leg. And on the exhale, rebend. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. So we'll hold here. We'll come in for the twist again. So left hands to the ground and reach either to your knee or reach that right arm up. So again, draw the inner thighs in a lot. Pull the left hip in a lot as well. Try not to let it drop out to the side. Maybe look up towards your right hand. And then when you're ready, we'll release that hand down towards the mat. So we will lower through the back leg now. Again, maybe keep the toes tucked if you want to. And then as you inhale, draw your belly in and reach the arms up. So again, this time we'll come in for that wrap with the left arm under. So you might want to just take hold of your shoulders again, take the left hand to the right elbow, or come in for the wrap. So squeeze the forearms together, lift the elbow just a little bit so we're not coming up too high with the arms at this moment in time. Draw the belly in. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. Slowly unravel your arms. Again, reach them up again for a breath. And then release the hands down towards the mat. So when you're ready, we'll tuck the toes under and lift the back knee. Step to plank. Lower down, so lower your knees or bend your elbows to chaturanga if you're ready. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Again, take a couple of breaths here. Maybe breathe in through your nose and sigh out your mouth. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. When you're ready again, lift your heels, look towards your hands and either step or walk towards the top of your mat, just taking your time. On the inhale, lengthening forwards. As you exhale, fold back in. On the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, hands meet the heart. Maybe closing your eyes down this time. Just noticing how you feel. Hopefully grateful. Grateful for the opportunity to practice, the opportunity to be on our mats. Okay, so we're going to do a few sun salutations now. And the sun salutation, again, it can be kind of a grateful sun salutation in that we're offering and also being thankful for the ability to do it. So we'll come up towards the top of your mat. You can have your feet either together or a little bit apart, and do modify it if you'd like as well. So lengthen through the legs, relax the shoulders, lift the belly. And when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll reach up with the arms. As you exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step to plank, lowering your knees if you'd like, or bend your elbows to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And taking a few breaths here. So again, spread the fingers, push up and out of your shoulders, lift the belly a lot here. Okay, take one more deep inhale. When you're ready, lift your heels, look to your hands, and step or walk towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back and lower down in your own way. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And again, take your own way. So if you want to move to child's pose instead of down dog, then do that. If you want to lower the knees down, then do that as well. Okay, one more deep inhale. When you're ready, lift your heels, look to your hands, step or walk. Inhale, lengthening forwards. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, we'll do this one more time. So inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back and lower down in your own way. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And maybe counting your blessings here. Just taking note of what you're grateful for. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, lift the heels, look to your hands, either step or walk. Inhale, lengthen forwards. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, palms near the heart. And again, maybe just closing the eyes down just for that little moment. Okay, when you're ready, we'll open the eyes and release the hands. So we're going to come in and do a balance. We're going to do Garudasana, as you might have guessed, with our arm action. We're going to do it with the arms first. So you might decide you don't want to do the legs once you get into the arms, but it's just to give it a slight different variation. Obviously, you can use a block for Garudasana, and you can modify it in any way that you want to. So stand with the feet about hip distance apart. If you're using the block, it'll be to your right side, because we'll stand on our right leg first. Relax the shoulders down your back, draw the belly in. So when you're ready, we're going to stretch the arms out, and we're going to take your left arm underneath your right. So again, you could grab hold of your shoulders, take your hand to the elbow, or coming in and taking hold of the arms. And again, just get used to the feeling of the arms first, and do lift the belly. And then when you're ready, we'll slightly bend your right leg, lift your left knee up, and you could just take it over and just place it on the block if you've got a block there. Otherwise, you're going to take it round, maybe a bit higher up, and keep the leg free, that left leg, or maybe wrap that left foot round the back of your right calf. So try and keep your hips as level as you can here. So there's a kind of tendency for the knee to kind of draw round. So try and keep your hips as level as you can to the front. Okay, so you kind of need to move your left hip back, maybe even an inch, just to level that up. And then try and sink your hips. So the hips go down, so the tailbone sinks, the pelvis tilts a little bit, and then maybe lift your elbows up if you can. Well done. We'll just take one more deep inhale. We'll start to unravel. So I don't mind how you unravel. You could unravel your arms first, so that feels better. And then your legs. Maybe give them a little shake off. So we'll come and do the other side. So if you are using your block, just pop it round to the left side this time. So again, feet hip distance, belly pulled in, and stretch the arms out. And this time, and again, you can stand against the wall if you want. This time, right arm underneath the left. So again, grab hold of your shoulders, maybe take it to your elbow or coming in. And then bend through your left leg a little bit. Draw the belly in and lift through your right knee. So that foot could just again go on the block and you could start to sink from there. Otherwise, wrap it, maybe keep the leg a bit higher or maybe take that foot. And again, as you do that, that hip will rotate you round, the knee will pull you round. So you need to then draw your hips back towards the center, if that makes sense. So this right knee will kind of pull your hips one direction. You need to just right them to the center again. And then start to sink the hips a little bit. Good, very nice. Maybe lift your elbows a little bit, give them a little squeeze. Good. And breathe. Okay, so again, we'll start to unravel your arms and legs. You can do it in any way. Bring your feet together. Maybe reach your arms up here. We'll draw the palms together again, just in that gesture of gratitude, Anjula Mudra, just towards your heart. Maybe press the thumbs just gently against your heart bone, chest bone, I don't know what that's called, but press it gently. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the arms, relax the legs. So we're going to come in and do some standing postures now. We are going to do standing splits today, and it would be really useful if you had 2 blocks to do standing splits and place them at the top of your mat. But if you don't have 2 blocks, don't worry, and you don't have to do standing splits. You can stay in the high lunge. You could even come off your mat and go against the wall and do kind of a variation of it, but just see how you get on with it. Okay, so we will start up towards the top of your mat. We will do a sun salutation coming into it. And again, if you want to skip that, you're stepping back with your left leg just to a high lunge position I'm going to come into. So we'll start with the feet together or a little bit apart. Spread your toes, lengthen through your legs and relax the shoulders. So when you're ready, as you inhale, reach up with the arms, maybe looking at your thumbs. And on the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step to plank and lower down in your own way. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So we're going to be moving your right leg here. So you might want to lift it up, you could. So as you inhale, lift your right leg. And we're going to step to the top. We're coming to high lunge. So you're stepping your right foot forward. Again, we're moving up. So draw your belly in, hands to the leg, or maybe reach up with the arms. And trying to relax your shoulders here. So make sure your hips are kind of square. Your inner thighs are drawing in. The knee over the ankle on the front leg. And the belly pulled in. So again, drop the shoulders down your back whenever you remember. So your option is to stay here. If you want to come into that standing splits, we'll take the hands down towards your blocks or down towards the ground and then just push and lift off through that back leg. So as you lift off, you can be on your fingertips or blocks here. Bend your right leg a lot. You can start to work it straight, but bend it a lot so you feel kind of secure. And always come out of it whenever you feel you need to. But draw the belly and try and keep your hips as level as you can. So we're not lifting that left leg up really high, but it kind of stays so the hips remain level. Okay, from here, we're going to step back to warrior one. So you're going to feel your way back with that left leg. Place it down, rotate the heel, and then start to move up into warrior one. And make any adjustments. So when you get up there and you feel it's not right, then Change your feet position if you need to. So the knees over the ankle on the front leg, the back toes are turning in, the shoulders and hips are forwards, and the arms are reaching up. And then only if you want to, we'll come back in for these Garudasana arms. So your right arm is going to go underneath the left. Again, grab what you can, take your shoulders if you want to. And this time, if you want to, lift the elbows up and lean back a little bit. Again, if that doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it. So think about how it feels with your neck, think about how it feels with your back. Keep working the feet, keep working the legs. Okay, take one more deep inhale, and then slowly release the elbows down. Unravel your arms, maybe reach them up just for a breath, but we're going to move to Warrior Two. So when you're ready, spiraling round into Warrior Two. Again, make any adjustments to your feet and your legs. Good, relax the shoulders down your back, stretch your fingertips out. Maybe look along your front hand and try and make sure that this right hip is not kind of pulling out to the side, but draw it into the center of your body. So we're going to take a little wrap here. So you're going to take your left hand behind your back and you're going to grab what you can. So it might be your t-shirt, it might be your hip, might be your thigh, whatever you can. And then start to work your front leg straight. Good, so we're going to come into this half bound triangle. So you might want to block, but we're going to move forward. We're going to lengthen forwards and release the hand just down to where it will go. So that might be your shin, it might be your block, it might be the floor. Try and pull back on your left shoulder. So you're drawing the left shoulder back, lengthening through both sides of your waist here. So think about your bottom waist. If it feels really short, maybe come up a little bit so you lengthen it. And you won't get down as far with the bound version of triangle as you normally do. So don't try to, just try and lengthen more and pull and open your shoulder, that left shoulder back. Okay, so we'll come back up. So when you're ready, draw your belly in, move back up again. Extend the arms and re-bend your front leg. So just come back to Warrior Two. Okay, from there, we'll release the hands down towards the ground. Spin on the toes of your back leg, so you're coming up into this lunge position. And then we'll step back to plank. So again, we're just going to hold plank for a moment here. So draw the belly up and in. Good. And then from here, if you want to, you can come into side plank. So you can either just move over to the outside edge of your right foot and lift the arm up, or you could lower your right knee to the ground and then come onto your right hand and your right knee, maybe even taking your right foot behind you and reaching up through that left hand. Well done. Okay, release the hand down towards the ground. Come back to plank if you can manage, and then press back, downward facing dog. So just taking a really deep breath in through your nose, maybe sigh it out your mouth. So there's no rest today, so you'll be grateful for the rest of the end. We're going to move straight on and do the left leg. So when you're ready, on an inhale, lift your left leg up and then step your left foot up towards the top. So again, we're coming to high lunge. So you're going to stay on the ball of your foot at the back leg. On an inhale, reaching up with the arms. So again, relax the shoulders, draw the belly in, make sure your hips are forwards. Good. And if you don't want to reach the arms up, don't reach them up. But if you have them lifted up, drop the shoulders down your back. And you might need to widen the arm position a little bit to get the shoulders to drop down, but that is fine. So again, we're coming in for these standing splits. If you don't want to do any more of them, just stay right where you are. So we'll release the hands down towards the mat or the blocks, and then push up off the back leg. So lifting through the back leg, keeping the hips level. The toes can point down here or they can point away. It doesn't really matter. But as long as you're not lifting the leg too high, and bend your supporting leg a lot. Okay, if you want to start to work it straight, but it will help it to be bent first. Okay, so from here, we're going to step back with your left leg. So we'll step your left leg back and we'll move into warrior one. So we place the heel on the ground and we start to lift ourselves back up into that warrior one position. So again, make any adjustments to your feet when you get there. If they don't feel in the right position, then make them in the right position. Rotate the shoulders, rotate the hips. And then if you want to, you can come in for these Garudasana arms again. So left arm under right, grab your shoulders, take the bind if you'd like. Maybe lifting the elbows up and maybe looking up might feel good. If it doesn't, then don't do it. But if you are doing this, keep working through your feet. So out edge of the back foot presses down. Inner thighs draw together. Okay, one more deep inhale. Slowly release your elbows and then relax the arms, so reach them into warrior two. So we're just coming straight into warrior two. Again, adjust the position of your feet. Relax your shoulders down your back. Stretch your fingertips. Look along your front hand. So from there, you're going to take your right hand behind your back. So can come in for this half bound version. So again, take it to where you can, grab what you can grab, and then start to work your front leg straight. So straightening in the front leg a little bit, and then start to pull yourself forward. So lengthen forwards and release that hand down. So again, to a block is fine, to your shin, to the floor, but don't push it, so don't go further than it feels right. Concentrate on drawing the inner thighs in and lengthening through this bottom side body. So this side waist at the bottom kind of shortens a little bit as we go further down. So we want to lengthen it. So you may need to come up a little bit to do that. Draw your top shoulder back, so open your top shoulder. Well done. Okay, take one more deep inhale. Slowly make your way back up. So just coming up. Move to warrior two. So stretch the arms and re-bend the front leg. Okay, well done. From there, release the hands down towards the mat. Turn on the toes of the back leg and step back to plank. So when you come back to plank, if it doesn't feel right, lower your knees down. Okay, if it feels okay, push up and out your shoulders, spread your fingers. And from there, you can move, so you can take your feet a little bit closer together, roll to the outer edge of your left foot and reach your right arm up. Otherwise, lower the left knee down and then reach up through the right arm. And your right foot can be on the ground, your right leg can be lifted. It's up to you just to make it feel good. Well done. We'll release the hand down. Make your way back to plank if you can, either a knee plank or with the knees lifted. But we are going to lower all the way down to the ground here. So wherever you are, bend your elbows slowly, slowly lower down and relax. So when you get there, you can have a little rest. Maybe bring your arms in, drop your forehead down, and just be grateful that you're now on the ground. And I should also say that if you don't feel particularly grateful today, don't force it. You can always feel grateful tomorrow for something. Sometimes we just don't feel like it. So we're going to come in for bow pose as we're here. So we'll separate the legs a little bit, so about hip distance apart. Bend your knees, and again, do any variations. You could simply stay here with the upper body and then just lift the thighs off the ground a little bit. Or maybe reach back And then reach the hands back and lift the legs. So you're lifting the chest as well. Or maybe grab hold of your feet or ankles. Push your feet into your hands, draw the inner thighs together, and then lift up. But whatever feels best to you. Again, don't force it. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly release back down. So release the legs, bring the arms round, drop your head down, and just relax for a moment. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to start to make our way up a little bit. So if you walk your hands underneath your shoulders, and then just gently press yourself up to an all fours position. So you can walk your knees in now so that they're kind of about hip distance apart underneath your hips. And we're going to walk the hands forward. So we're going to come in for this puppy dog pose. So we're walking the hands forward. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to press the chest down. So again, you could grab a block here if you wanted to, but try and press the chest down. Come to where it feels right. So, you know, don't again force this position, just take it to where it feels good. And then if you wanted to, you could also take your palms together and then draw the palms up and over. So they're coming to the nape of your neck. And you're just in this Anjula Mudra, but you're still drawing the elbows in and pressing the top of the arms kind of down towards the mat. So it's still that same kind of heart-opening, gratitude-inducing posture. Okay, when you're ready, slowly coming back up. So we'll release the hands down. Walk yourself back up into an all fours position. And then from here, we're just going to come and we're going to have a little seat first of all. So if you just bring yourself onto your bottom, and we'll bring the legs in front of you. So you're just going to have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, quite wide with your knees here. And we're just going to have the hands behind us, and you're just going to kind of windscreen wiper the legs over towards the right side. And then lift them up, and we'll take them over towards the left side. So have the legs quite far apart so that your kind of knee drops just behind your heel as you move it over to the side. So not too narrow with the legs. And the next time you come over to the right, we're going to stay over at the right. Okay. We're going to take your right hand behind you, and only if it feels comfortable, you're going to, first of all, you could just lift up through that arm. If you wanted to, you could push up off your feet and lift up a little bit more, so you're lifting up a little bit higher. But again, just where it feels right to you. Okay, release down, and then take both hands behind you, bring your legs to the center, and we'll just switch to the other side. So again, you could just reach up, and that would give you enough. If you want to, you could push up, lift up through your legs a little bit more, and reach back. And then slowly release yourself all the way down. Okay, bring your legs back to the center. We're going to come in for a wide-legged forward fold now. So again, if you want to sit on something, please do. Widen the legs. Maybe keep your knees bent if that feels better. Sit forwards a little bit onto your sit bones. And if you want to, you could just start walking yourself forward, just taking yourself down. If you do want to reach up first, then you could reach the arms up and then move forward, but just whatever feels right. And again, if you have a block, maybe rest your elbows on the block, maybe use it to extend your reach forward. But again, try not to force this, or, you know, a lot of the time, the gratitude is just the the acceptance of where we are with something. So try not to be annoyed with our bodies for their limitations, but just being accepting and grateful for what they can do. And try to get some sense of relaxation here. So sometimes some postures don't fit our bodies as well as they do for other people. You just have to try and breathe into it. And it's really the experience of the posture rather than what it looks like in any way. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to make our way back up, so just taking your time. And today we're going to bend the legs, so we're going to bring it in, but to a fairly kind of generous Baddha Konasana, so not with your heels close in towards your bottom, but take them away. And then you can either just fold forwards towards your feet, or you could take your hands underneath the legs, so they go underneath the inside of the legs, and then they come out and then grab hold of your feet. And you can lower down there if that feels good. If it doesn't, then don't do it. But try and relax where you can relax. So even if it's not directly related to the stretch that you're doing, it might just be to relax your eyes, relax your jaw, even just relax your breath. Okay, again, just one more deep inhale when you're ready. And then just start to slowly unravel yourself and make your way up. So we'll bring the legs in front, give them a little shake. We're going to come in for a little twist, so you can have an option with this twist, but we're going to keep your right leg straight first of all, then do your left leg in, and then take your left leg over the right thigh. So that might be enough, and we'll come in for the twist there. Otherwise, you could also bend your right leg, so just coming in and bringing it behind you. If that feels good, if it doesn't, then don't worry about it. So wherever you are, if you take your right hand or your right arm just onto that left knee, reach up through your left hand and take it behind you. We're just twisting gently around towards that left side. Again, try and use the left fingertips to lengthen your spine so we're not collapsing into it. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly come back towards the centre. So we'll release the legs just out in front, maybe give your legs a little shake. And we'll come in and we'll do the other side. So we'll keep the left leg straight this time, foot flex. Bend your right knee in and take it over the top of that left leg. So if you want to come in for the twist there, that is fine. Otherwise, bend your left leg in as well. So just bring that in. And then from here, taking your left hand onto that right knee, or maybe your left arm comes round, reach up through your right hand, right fingertips behind you, and lengthen your spine as you rotate round. Okay, when you're ready, slowly move back towards the middle. We'll release the legs. And then just when you're ready, we're just going to make our way down into Shavasana. So just being thankful for that. But grab your socks or jumpers on your way down as you make your way down. Grab a blanket. Make yourself comfortable. So one of the aspects of a gratitude is never to skip Shavasana. We always, sometimes I do it myself. If I'm in a hurry and I'm doing my own practice, I always think, well, I'll just skip Shavasana. But that is the bit where we'll feel most thankful for. So we're going to do a little gratitude meditation today. So you can just relax down. Take your time. Maybe start to just notice your breath again. Notice how your body feels. And just give gratitude just the chance just to come up naturally. So it's not something that we can really force. But if it does come up, just let yourself sink into the feeling, just surrendering to it. Notice how it feels in your body, how your energy feels. And if it doesn't come up, that's okay. You don't need to try to make yourself feel it. Just surrender to your heart, not your head. And let's have a look at some of the aspects of your life that you might be grateful for. So firstly, just bring your awareness to your breath. As you inhale and as you exhale. And the fact that each of these breaths gives us life. And be aware of your heart beating, pulsing, filling with love and compassion and peace, and flowing that back out. Bring your awareness to your eyes that let you see colour, faces, smiles, nature, the sunrise and the sunset, the rainbow, the moon and the stars, and yourself in the mirror. Bring awareness to your ears that beam in sound, music, laughter, the voices of those you love, the silence, the beautiful sounds of life. Bring your awareness to your nose that smells the ocean breeze, the aroma of sweet perfume, the flowers, the trees, newly cut grass, the wafting smells that come from the kitchen, cakes in the oven. Bring your awareness to your lips and mouth that tastes and savour and nourishes, kisses and speaks, that whispers and sings. Bring your awareness to your hands that hold and touch and caress, and open and close and applaud and squeeze. The arms and shoulders that carry and hug and lift and stretch. Our feet, our toes, the gift to wiggle them, transport you, walk, run, dangle, dance, kick, fold, leap, and point. What about your tears, your sorrows, and the strength that you seem to be able to muster to make it through each day? Bring your awareness to your abundance, your expansion, your evolution, your perspective shifts, the affluence and the flow, the empathy, the love and the light, and your ability to see growth and potential in every moment. Now just breathe and feel more grace and ease. And now experience the warmth, love and compassion that gratitude brings to your heart. Drift your awareness to nurturing relationships in your life, the new ones and the older ones. Material things that come to you unexpectedly, things that flow to you with great effort and commitment, hard work. Think of love in your life and your connection to those things that are sweet and loving and honourable and just feel right. When we no longer take life for granted, we become grateful for everything that we have. Just breathe and feel this flow. When you're ready, we'll take a deep inhale through your nose and then just sigh out your mouth. So we'll do that again. So just deeply inhaling through your nose and then just let it go. And then we'll just start to move a little bit. So through your fingers and your toes, your hands and feet. Maybe take your arms and stretch them overhead, stretching from your hands all the way down to your feet. And then just bringing your arms back over. Maybe start to bend your knees. You could either have your feet on the floor or draw your knees to your chest and just move a little bit. If you'd like, rolling over onto your side. And then when you're ready, we'll just start to make our way up. So just taking your time as you come up to sitting. And when you come up, we'll just draw the palms together just in front of your heart. So leaving a little gap just to signify an openness in your heart. Thank you so much for coming along and practicing with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed our gratitude practice. Namaste. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. You can unmute yourself now. Any questions, then just let me know.